praises to
Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Kalkadash.
honors of our apostles, to brothers across the four corners of the earth, pushing the street. We out here another Saturday to push the word of Yahweh Shah, down for the word. Okay? First scripture.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
Yeah, so it said they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Right? Him that rebuketh in the gate. That represents the prophets. The prophets that are out here on the highways, the byways, teaching the street. Right? Because what's the gates? The gates are the opening for the seas, which we're out here now. As you can see, we are out here on the outside preaching the word, because that's how you're supposed to preach the word. Real quick.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20, it says, wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the street.
Yeah, so wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the street. So you have to be out in the open to cry without. Okay? So wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. And wisdom is the word of Yahweh Shah. That wisdom is being cried out through the prophets of the Lord that are out here on the streets. They could be out here on this Saturday. What? To push wisdom throughout the four corners of the earth.
It says, she cried in the chief place of concourse.
Yeah, so she cried in the chief places of concourse. Places where you're going to have a lot of business. Okay? A lot of traffic. A lot of people out here shopping, going to work, coming to work, or having fun, going out to eat. That's what the prophet's going to do.
It says, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yes, so how long you simple ones will you love simplicity? Because we're the ones teaching Jake, and so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, come out of your simplicity, come out of your ways, what? Rebellion. Come out of your ways of breaking the Lord's statutes and commandments and have some fathers. But what? We're going back to Amos.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
Yes, so they hate him and rebuketh in the gate. So we're teaching Jacob to come back to the Lord, because we're in the time of the people. But 2/3 of Israel don't want to hear that. 2/3 of Israel don't want to be rebuked or corrected their ways. If you look at the ways of the majority of our people, their ways are wicked in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. Okay? They don't want to hear us out here speaking against homosexuality. We're speaking against adultery. We're speaking against murdering each other, killing each other, robbing each other. Alright? They don't want to hear those things. And we're speaking the right things through the Spirit of the Lord.
So Isaiah chapter 30 verse 9, it says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Yeah, so that this is a rebellious people. This is talking about the children of Israel. The so-called Negroes, the Hispanics, the natives. That's who that's talking about. You are the rebellious people. Because the Most High gave you his laws, statutes, and commandments to follow. For what? You continue to rebel. To fight against the Lord and his ways. The Lord tell you so you're doing the total opposite.
It says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Yeah, so we're the seers. We say to the seers, see not. The prophets prophesy not to the right things. Because we represent the prophets. We God gave us the word, man. We filter it through the scriptures. Okay? But they say to see is not the prophet of Psalm 19 right. You don't want to, our people want to hear destruction is getting ready to come to earth. Our people don't want to hear America's going to be hit by missiles. They don't want to hear it's going to be more pandemics, more epidemics. Famine, lack of food, lack of jobs. They don't want to hear those things.
It says, speak unto us smooth things.
Yeah, they want to hear the smooth things. Just like that's why you have a lot of jakes. The majority of jakes will flock to those churches. Okay? So you can hear those smooth things, like prosperity doctrines. Okay? How the Lord is going to bless. They want to hear from the pastors how the Lord is going to bless you with worldly possessions. Which is, that's not so. So Jake like to hear those smooth things.
It says, prophesy deceit.
They prophesy deceit. And when you go to churches, you can do all kinds of things. The Lord is still going to love you. That's what they like to hear. You know? Oh, you're not under the Lord no more. You can eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. The Lord hates those things. That's a deceitful teaching. But that's what our people, they'd rather hear the things that sound pleasing to them. Why? Because they don't want our people all of the flesh. Whatever's pleasing to their flesh, that's what they're going to go by. They're not going to follow the rules of truth.
This is the book of Micah chapter 2 verse 6. Prophesy ye not, say they to them that prophesy. They shall not prophesy to them that they shall not take shame.
Yeah, so, read it.
This is Micah 2 and 6. Prophesy ye not, say they to them that prophesy. They shall not prophesy to them that they shall not take shame.
Yeah, so they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear the prophet. They don't want to hear what? The truth. They don't want to hear they don't acknowledge the men of the Lord that are out there in highways and byways as teaching. Right? Israel rather not have it.
I'm going to show it this one. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 6. A scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 6. A scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth.
That's why you got Jake so cool with the truth. But here it is, out here on the streets teaching, and what? They scoffing us. Alright? You got Jake into Islam, Jake into goddamn whatever shit. You know? All kind of madness. But what? When the truth is revealed to them, they reject it. They reject the word.
This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 6. A scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth.
Which is a righteous man. A righteous man who's going to take heed into the words of the Heavenly Father. Right? Scripture says this is plain to the righteous and the stumbling block into the wicked. So if someone gives the spirit is wicked, man, the Most High is not good. But this word is plain into the righteous. We can righteous and strangers over.
This is Amos chapter 7, verse 10. Then Amaziah, the priest of Bethel, sent Jeroboam, king of Israel, saying, Amos hath conspired against thee in the midst of the house of Israel. The land is not able to bear all his words. For thus Amos saith, Jeroboam shall die by the sword, and Israel shall surely be led away into captivity out of their own land.
Right. So, and that's the stead that the prophets come. We're coming instead of Amos. Because what? Amos is sent to what? That wickedness. Right. So the prophets, scripture said, get that. But when you read the Bible, the majority of the time the prophets pretty much bring the judgment. Bad. Okay. Majority of the prophets was coming from bad.
Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, that's right. So the prophets back then prophesied of wars, evils, and pestilence. And that's what we're doing today. We prophesied the same thing of wars, evils, and pestilence. We spoke about epidemics and pandemics before the C-19 came. All right? We spoke about those things before it came. What? Most High wanted to pass. We speak about earthquakes. And look, earthquakes happening all throughout the earth. We spoke about famines. Look, we have different parts of the earth, different parts of the world going through famine, right? Crop shortage, droughts. And we spoke about what? We were prophesying about World War III. And now look what's going on over there in the Middle East. Everything is coming together. Those nations are gathering together. We see in Joel, 2nd chapter, 3rd chapter. Okay? So these nations, the Most High is gathering these nations in the time of war. So that goes to show you the true prophets. Because you're not hearing these messages in the churches. You're not hearing these messages amongst a lot of these Israelite people.
It says, the prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord had truly sent him.
Yeah, so you're going to know who the Lord is truly dealing with, and the word of the Lord can be witnessed. And it's going to be made evident that the Lord is working with the prophets of doom. You know, they like to call us the prophets of doom, but that's what the Lord is working with. The prophets of prosperity preachers, they force the nations on film. Right? And the congregations.
This is back in Amos chapter 7, verse 12. It says, also Amaziah said unto Amos, O thou seer, go flee thee away into the land of Judah, and there eat bread and prophesy there. But prophesy not again anymore at Bethel, for it is the king's chapel, and it is the king's court.
They didn't want Amos dead, man. Get out of here, man. Don't bring your bad luck. You know? Get out of here, bring your negative energy. You know? That's what people say, man. Those guys are negative, man. Always talking about the right thing. You know? So they're trying to, they're trying to see what they're trying to fix it. That's why I said Amos is promised. He's going to give it to him. Applaud him and help him. So then, what's that to do with us at home? This is our own people. When saying, when Esau, one of Esau's doctrine is up in your head, now y'all want to march and cry about racism. We sitting there bringing up how Esau correcting the devil and the right, and that these things are going to happen to you, but you don't want to get the message.
It says, then answered Amos and said to Amaziah, I was no prophet, neither was I a prophet's son. But I was an herdman and a gatherer of sycamore fruit. And the Lord took me as I followed the flock. And the Lord said unto me, go prophesy unto my people Israel.
Yeah, so Amos, like, he was a regular, he was an average Joe. Just like how we were. We got average Joe. We just average 9 to 5, no working day. Okay? Amos was a herdman. So what? But Amos was a prophet. He didn't know that. He didn't know he was a prophet until the Lord called him. It's the same thing with us. We were regular men in the world until he called us. What's that? John 16.
John.
But that goes to show you that, look, the Most High, when you read the scriptures, man, the Most High is dealing with just average people. All right? Well, like, you got to do, like, you got to see some kind of, something spectacular about you to be a prophet. Yeah. Right.
The nice mansion, the nice Rolls Royce.
Right.
That's a man of God.
That's good. But the Most High is not in the scriptures. Scriptures tell you that the Lord, he's going to be rich and faithful. So it's not about the outward. The Most High never dealt with me or, goodly stature. Look at King David. David was people amongst his brothers. But that was the man that the Most High chose to be the king. Why? Because of his spirit. It was right in his spirit.
I got a quick one just to back you up. This is Isaiah chapter 57, verse 15. For thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy, I dwell in the high and holy place with him also that is of contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite ones.
So the Lord is the holy, contrite. Who acknowledge, look, man, I ain't shit. I need help. Most I ain't living with the pride. But what? You gotta be pride for you. So you're not going to draw me in the Most High. You're lowly and conscious of the spirit. What? You're going to draw near to the Most High. Okay? So that's what we want. The Lord is drawing near to the Lord.
John chapter 15, verse 16. It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Yeah, so you have not chosen me. I have chosen you. So you got people out here talking about how they chose the Lord. But they don't even say that. They be like, I chose Jesus. First of all, that's not his name. Okay? He's not no cracker with blonde hair and blue eyes. Lord is so black and really is. Okay? But you don't choose the Lord. The Lord chooses you. When it's time for your calling, you got to follow the Lord. Okay? Look how the Lord guys speak. Peter and Andrew, they was what? They was on fishing. The Lord called them. He said, follow the Lord. And they left what they was doing and followed the Lord. The Lord got to choose you to do his work.
It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you.
We had ordained you. Ordained you. So we was chosen from the beginning until it was time for us to come in our life. It was time for us to come out of this. At a certain age, the Lord was going to take us out of the world and we was going to go do his work. That's what we out here doing now. In Bibles, because the Lord, our calling at a certain point in our life.
It says, I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of my Father in my name, he may give it he may give it you.
So it's no unfruitful fruit. And that's by going out in the highways and byways, teaching his word and waking up the elect. Okay? That's what part of the fruits is. Teaching and waking up the elect.
This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High.
So by grace, you're saved through faith, man. And not of yourselves. This is a gift. So the faith that we have, the very reason that we believe in our shop and we're part of the elect, stand firm, steadfast until the end. That's because the gift of faith that was given to us by power. Okay? Because most I to get that gift to certain men, they take that gift away. And that's why certain men fall away from the shop, not believing.
Verse 9. Not of works, lest any man should boast.
Yes, so not of works. This any man should boast. So this is not about your works, how good you keep the Lord and this and that. Because what? You don't boast in yourself. You don't boast in yourself. But what? Faith is a gift of the Lord, the Most High. Faith is a gift of the Lord. Faith is a gift of the Most High to us. So, with that being said, faith being a gift of the Most High, we ought to glory in the Most High. We can't boast in ourselves because it's a gift of the Lord. So the Lord is the one who gives the glory. Because our faith is not in ourselves.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
So the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Subject. They serve me under subject. So the spirits of the prophets are under subjection to the prophets. So if you was a prophet, and that goes to show you, a lot of people don't even understand reincarnation. So the prophets that were back in the old, but the prophets of old came back many times as other prophets. And today, those same prophets are always doing the same things, teaching the word.
This is Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. This is Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Yeah, so this is the Most High telling Jeremiah. Okay? So before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Okay? Meaning the Most High already knew his word. Because what? We all live many times. We all live many times. You live your life, you pass on, the spirit goes back to the Most High. And then, the third and fourth generation, the spirit comes back down on earth and moves out. Circle of life. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. 3:15. Nothing but Scripture say that which is past. Well, you don't gotta get it. That which has been. That which is now. So there's the spirits that are reincarnated.
Daniel chapter 12. All right, Daniel chapter 12, verse 13, it says, but go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
Yeah, so this most out, say, go thy way, thou shalt rest. Meaning, what rest meaning, he was going to, at some point, he was going to die. But what? He was going to come back in his life at the end. So Daniel is here. So Daniel is in the end times prophesying now. Right? So yeah, so reincarnation is in the Bible. Prophets have come back. Yahweh Shah spoke about John the Baptist and how he was Elijah. Right? But you have a lot of people, some teachers that don't understand reincarnation. And if there's no reincarnation, it doesn't make sense because what? I mean, the prophet, all the apostles, disciples, they all taught me. They taught so they could, receive salvation, see the glory of Yahweh Shah, which they're going to see in this life.
That's like Ezra said, who is me, who's going to deliver me in those days?
This is Revelation chapter 10, verse 11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings.
Thou shalt prophesy again. So, and that's talking about coming back in this life and doing the same things that you were doing back then. Prophesying the downfall of Rome. Now you prophesying the downfall of same message. Coming back, teaching the second coming of Yahweh Shah. And having restored the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be in this life. But now in the time, we're in the last days. We're at the end of the last days. Okay? The last days started 2,000 years ago when Yahweh Shah was here. Now we're at the end of it. There's very few years left. All the signs that are written, chariot sightings every day, hundreds of chariot sightings every day, earthquakes, famine, plagues, and we're in the time of the sea it now. Right? Elon Musk, successfully implanted the seed inside the human brain. So we're here, man, and at the same time, the nations are gathering up for World War III. And those are the main two prophecies. So now we are at the end of the last days. Things can pop off quick. So the word of the Lord is not tarrying for the Lord.
This is Psalms 139, verse 14. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from me when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being imperfect. And in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, and as yet there was none of them.
So that goes to show you, the Lord is one who forms. The Lord is one who knows. Okay?
So back to chapter 2. I'm gonna start from the top. So back to chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what shall I answer when I am reproved.
Yeah, we're just like we're standing on the watch also. Okay? We're standing on the watch out here for hours and hours. We're watching out on the sun. Keep
It said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision.
That's the Holy Bible.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right. So the vision is just for the time. Because what? Living out here, the apostles were speaking for 40 plus years. But certain things wasn't for at the time. But when he was teaching from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, certain things wasn't happening until later. Now we at the time. Everything is
It reads, though it tarry, wait for it.
yes, at the time of the tarrying, we've been prophesying for years. So certain prophecies tarry.
Because it surely, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come.
Yeah, so though it tarry, wait for it, it should surely come. Just because it's not happening in this time, I don't mean Satan is true. No, we still gotta wait. That's why the scripture spoke about having patience and suffer. So we're supposed to suffer these things until it comes. We're supposed to endure to the end. Endure to make hard. So the longer you this thing, the harder you're supposed to make. And run to this word.
Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, so it will surely come and not tarry. Once everything is in play, things are not tarrying. Right? Because, hey, it's like every day is something new. Every day is more prophecy is unveiling itself.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 4, verse 37. By measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times, and he do have not moved nor stirred them until the said measure be fulfilled.
Right. So by measure, you measure the time, by number the times. And those things are not going to be moved until what? Until the second measure. So pretty much. You know, like I was stating, certain prophecies were set for a certain time. Right? So the deliverance couldn't happen. The deliverance couldn't happen back then. Deliverance couldn't happen in the 80s, the 90s, 2000s. But then a lot of us brothers went on being out here teaching. Okay? But deliverance couldn't happen 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Because there's more prophecies that have to take place in these times. More wickedness have to take place. More judgment. America, the scripture speak about our sins reaching to the heavens. So more wickedness got to be revealed. Okay? So the Most High comes to be under that judgment. So everything is everything is perfectly in order for it to play out. It's just like a movie. The movie is supposed to be 2 hours, 2.5 hours. You can't rush the movie. Okay, the movie is not going to end in the middle of the movie. Okay? There's a set duration, for the movie to play out. That's the same thing in life. Because this is the Most High. So the Most High has the numbers of Esau, and he's going to go down. And he has the day of salvation sitting. And I was trying to come back on the living elect. So they set up the kingdom of heaven.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. And it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Yes, this was to measure the time diligently itself.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, so we mentioned the times. So we see the events that's going on in the world, and we read and certain scriptures come on. So we can see, when we study, we can actually see some scriptures coming into play. Okay? And that's how you mention the time. Doing that diligent search. So once you see certain things happening, that's when you know, look, like, he's visiting this place. You see on social media, you see a lot of jakes on social media talking about, oh, man, we live in some crazy time, man. Something's about to happen. You know, so it's like they see things through the spirit, but they're not really there. They don't really understand what's going on. But we understand what's going on. Jake, it's a crazy time, man. I don't know, end of the world or something. I don't know, man, like some aliens getting ready to come. You know, but they don't understand. Look, this is all good. They don't understand the end time of the second man coming in the Lord and Savior.
So, the Super Bowl, they have a lot of US commercials. Like 4 or 5 of them. Like commercial programs. All based around US immigration.
That's the sign. That's us brothers. We actually
Says, therefore, when there shall be earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world,
yeah, so earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. We have uproars all throughout. Which is going on now, which is going on in Israel. Right? Palestinians, fake Jews, and all that. That's uproars of the people. Texas, yep, the border. And then you have national bonds against federal. Okay? So that's an uproar. They're not agreement. That's another sign that this coming going down. It's about Satan being divided from Satan. I'll show you some next time. You have an earthquake. Got an earthquake probably going on in some country as we speak, right now.
says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yes, that's right. So that's how the Most High speaks. The Most High don't say something gonna happen. The Most High, the Most High's time is different. Okay? So the Most High could say something gonna happen, and it might not happen for a couple of hundreds of years. But these prophecies were written about thousands of years ago. And were set for these sons that were now.
This is Sirach 39:16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commandeth shall be accomplished in due season.
Yeah, so it's a due season. All the works of the Lord is good. So it's like everything has to come to place. Right? Everything has to be It's just like planting crops. Like you sow seed and what? You have to water it, you have to go through the whole process before the harvest. So that's just like the word of the Lord. Everything has to be fully come to play.
It's the book of Sirach chapter 10, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he was set over it one that is profitable.
Yes, so like you said, due time, he was set one that is profitable, which is Jacob. So what? We're preaching that look. Our Shah, he's coming to deliver the kingdom to Israel. That's going to happen in due time. It don't seem like it now. It don't seem like that's going to happen. What Jacob is going through is just like how we get in captivity. That's just it is. But eventually the Lord is going to change it. And set us back up to power. We're going to be ruling over these nations. Because ain't no other nation is going to be with us in the kingdom. Side by side. It's for the kingdom. The other nations, they're going to be in captivity. Slavery. Once your house shot outside. That's a good time.
Yeah, Esau ain't gonna marry into the family. Like,
I'm gonna jump down to verse 8. It says, Sirach chapter 10, verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. I'm gonna jump a little down. Verse 14.
Because judgment gotta come onto those who do those things. Esau had done that unto us. They've taken us by violence, or destruction upon us. So the Most High has to take them out of his will.
I'm gonna jump down again. This is verse 14. The Lord hath cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead.
Right. Meek shall inherit the earth. Meek shall inherit the earth. Who is the meek?
What, 149?
Yeah, the first one.
Alright, this is Sirach chapter 10, verse 14. The Lord hath cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead.
Yes, so the meek in the stead. So the meek is it. Israel.
This is Psalms 149 and 4. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people, he will beautify the meek in salvation.
Yeah, so the Lord take pleasure in his people, who is his people, Israel. So he will beautify the meek in Israel. So that goes to show you who the meek is. Right? So the scripture say the meek shall inherit the earth. That's not talking about, goddamn homeless Edomite, right? With one shoe on, smelling like shit, begging for change. That's not talking about meek. It's the Lord, lowly his people, Israel. Because as a whole, the nation of Israel is at the bottom. We fell from our stature. Okay? We fell from our stature. So we represent the Lord. Okay? We got these rich jakes out here. These rappers, these actors. Just because you got millions of dollars doesn't mean that we made it. This is all still resource system. That money reflects. Look on the faces on that people. Goddamn practice. So this is still not your center. This is still not your system. And for you to obtain these things, you gotta sell out. For you to obtain these things, you can't go against the grain. Right? All these jakes the people. Look what they're doing to Kanye West. Look what they're doing to him. They gonna demonize him. Why? We're trying to go against the grain. He lost his way down his status. Right? So that goes to show you, look, your money don't mean nothing to the so-called white man. Because he has control over it. Or what what you possess in the world.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. It says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Yes, the servants upon horses is supposed to be the servant, right? But it's his time to move. Then you 4 speaks about how the Most High set up the basis of men. Right? Esau was a basis. Okay? Go back to the warriors. The Most High took him out of that low position and set him on high. We're the princes that's now working as servants. Okay? Because we have to serve the so-called white man and his system. But those roles are being really reversed.
I had the picture real quick. You there Roosevelt just to show. You know what I'm saying? Just to back up that precept. You know, you had Theodore Roosevelt. You know, who's riding upon that horse.
Bring a little more.
You know,
Yeah.
and you see the the so-called Native American man who comes from the tribe of Gad, and you see the so-called Negro man who comes from the tribe of Judah. You know what I'm saying?
They tried to take it down because of us.
Yeah.
Every time we read that scripture, we always statue. So they took it down, what, 2020 or something like that? Took it down. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Yes, a stranger that thinking should get up very high. That's these nations. And who's on top of that is Israel. And thou shalt get we gonna go low. Okay? So we were brought from our state of the Most High, us being the Most High's people, us having the best of everything. Okay? And having these nations under our feet. We were brought down from that state. Now the so-called white man is living with us. Okay?
It says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Yeah, he shall lend to thee, thou shalt not lend to him. And look at all these goddamn businesses, all these names. So-called white man don't even live in no goddamn road. Okay? You gotta go to the so-called white man, Lincoln Club, whatever, all these make a personal loan, pay credit union, you want to buy a house, you gotta go get the loan from the bank, finance a car, you gotta get the loan. So-called white man don't go to niggas for that. You go to the so-called white man.
It says, he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
So he's going to rule. He's going to be the ruler of the society. And you, Jake, follow him on. Okay?
Not to mention.
You black billionaires too, man. Because as soon as you go against the grain, you're going to fall from your billionaire status. But Jay-Z got that 2.7 billion, but you don't really own nothing, man. You can't really do what the outside of what the so-called white man black.
Yeah, I just want to say something. Even a lot of these millionaires, their money is, I forgot, somebody brought it out. A lot of their money is how you say it, control. So if they try to buy some gold, some silver, they get questioned on that. Yep. And a lot of their money is liquidated. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have the cash. They don't have it in the black card, their credit cards. So they really not rich, man, because all those things can be easily taken away from them.
And a lot of times, they push that image like they own a bunch of shit. You see it happen all the time. I own this vodka, I own this champagne, I own this TV show. When shit get real and the facts come out, you ain't own nothing. You just a front man. They ain't pretty much. I'll give you exactly the stick with Jay-Z and the champagne. When the facts come out, you don't even know where the grapes are from. You don't have access to the books, nothing going on. I'm like, damn, bro. So these dudes are really glorifying the hype man, and they really pushing this narrative on you. Oh, you can be like this. That's not it.
He's a billionaire. got 100 million in the book. You know, 100 million cash. Right? Status is billionaire, but you don't have money. So all these celebrities, you see their neighborhood, that's not their true much that they have in the bank. That calculate the assets that they have, they might have a house mention that they're financing, they count that in, bills that they're currently working on. So they don't really have all that money. You got, like you said, as soon as they go against the grain, they start coming against them. Look at Diddy. The reason like all these allegations come out against him, which is true, is because he's suing the Salah company, the company, and he doesn't own it. He's suing them because he's saying, yo, they put this shit in the back, they promoted now Casamigo, which is a white, what's that actor? It's Robert De Niro, which is the face of it, so he's like, oh, this is racism, and they start coming up against him, and then he dropped the lawsuit, right? But then Snoop Dogg and Master P, they sued Walmart because they pushed their cereal box in the back. In the back of the store.
You got that?
Yo, bro. You gotta buy a couple boxes before you see that shit.
Link that description out.
This is Matthew. Amos chapter 9 verse 13, and it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper.
Yes, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper. Who represents the plowman? Jake represents the plowman. And we ones who build up the society. Free labor. And Esau reap all the benefits of our labor. These goddamn these crackers, they inherit everything. They inherit everything that we have made. We build the colleges, we build the money. All Esau had to do was just reap the benefits. That's why you jakes that want to go to college, it's always hard for you to get into these top universities. But those things are inherited by the so-called white man down the line. Okay? Those things are already inherited down to.
It says, and the treader of
so the plowman he's gonna overtake you. So the plowman is the worker. We're gonna overtake this devil. We're gonna overtake this society. That's the way you have
says, and the treader of grapes. Amos 9 verse 13, it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed.
The treader of grapes, him that soweth seed. So the one that soweth seed is going to be the treader of grapes. So what is that? So that's the bloodshed. Because what? Jake is going to be showing blood. And these damn devils and these other nations.
It says, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine.
That's why it says the mountains shall drop sweet wine. Wine represents that the mountains are these different governments. Okay? They're going to drop sweet wine. This is their blood. Somebody will do it. Give me Isaiah 49:26.
Says, and all the hills shall melt.
The hills shall melt. That's governments. So pretty much it's going to be great destruction on so-called white and these nations. Whoever got it.
This is Isaiah 49:26. And I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh.
Yeah, I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh. Who oppresses? All the nations that oppress Israel. So the Lord is going to feed them with their own flesh.
It says, and they shall be drunken with their own blood,
Yeah, so you don't be drunk with their own blood. They're not literally drinking their own blood, eating their own flesh, but the Lord is going to ultimately judge them. The same way these nations oppress us, destroy us, those things are going to happen to them.
It says, they shall be drunken with their own blood as with sweet wine.
They should be drunken with their own blood. Okay? So there's going to be a lot of bloodshed of these evil nations. For what? What they have done to us.
It says, and all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Yeah, and that's the time when you going to know who the Lord is doing. So going around talking about this so-called like Jews and goddamn Moab and lost tribe and this and that. No, man. None of you goddamn heathens have nothing to do with this Bible. Right? And in that time, you don't know who the children of Israel are. That's the so-called the elected so-called Hebrews by the bird.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
Yes, the Lord they devoured nations. So all the heathen nations at one point in time devoured nations throughout captivity.
And all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
Yes, and all these heathen nations are adversaries. Start from the so-called white man to the goddamn Arab, Africans, Chinese, Japanese, East Indians, okay, etc. They all are our adversaries. They all go into captivity. Once your house shop comes back, every last one of them going into slavery.
And it says, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil.
They got spoiled these nations. So all these nations, they're going to be spoiled. Rob. They will rob. They will little treasures, ornaments out of the temple. So we're going to rob these nations. These nations, everything that they possess, all their resources, we're going to have to give it to us. We're going to take it.
And it says, and all that prey upon thee will I give for praise.
So the time is going to come where these nations have to be prayed upon by the Lord's will. And that's just righteous judgment. That's just, they're going to get the justice. Okay? That's why the Lord is perfect balance. They had their time and praying upon us. We got to have our time praying upon them. But that was it. Yeah, that was it. We stepped down a little bit. We stepped down a little bit. Spirit.
Says, verse 17, it says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord.
Yeah, that's what it was, right? That happened to me all the time.
I think there's this word, giving us a whole shot, for our sins. Those who may be healed. That's why the whole shot said, but those that are holding down a physician, but they that are sick. This one is sick right now. He's going to their hoods, wherever Jake lives, but you see how sick our people are, I'm just waiting on the train, see Jake, loves the fuck out, when you think about the curses, it says the Lord is going to smite you with madness, our people are through, thieves, Jake is straight out of drugs, Jake is lost to them.
It says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, said the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after.
They call us an outcast, man. You know? They look at us as, you know, niggas, man. They look at us as Africans.
Go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Say, yeah, Deuteronomy 30 bucks.
Yeah, so they look at us as outcasts, man. As slaves, you know, as niggas. Africans. That's why when we say that we're Israelites, they don't want to accept it. They say, nah, you can't be Israelites. You know, although they are black Jews, you know, that's Ethiopian Jews. Y'all niggas can't be the Jews. Why? Because if we're the Jews, we're the Israelites, that would be the same thing that happened to Pharaoh and the other nations. They put out the captivity. What happened to these nations that precedents the Jews? You know?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yes, all these curses that came upon us is going to come upon them. Curses in this chapter, verse 68. You know, it goes into the captivity that we've been through. No other nation on the planet has ever been through it, right? You know, a whole nation of people being brought over in bondage, that's unheard of, right? You might have had, you know, a couple thousands, you know, in the past, you know, during the time of the Romans, you know, a couple thousands, a couple hundred thousands. But, you know, James coming in by the book, right? We're talking, you know, over 100 million Jakes, you know, died during the slavery, right? Because it happened over the course of centuries, you know? And they want to talk about a damn Holocaust. What about King Leopold when he went to West Africa and slaughtered over 20 million Jakes? You know? They want to say Hitler is the worst man, you know, that ever lived on the face of the earth. Meanwhile, you got people that's worse than Hitler that did worse things to us, man. Christopher Columbus was worse than Hitler, man. He slaughtered millions of natives, man. Cut off the island from 8 million people down to 500,000 people. You know, just when his first go around, he didn't even touch down to the islands. You know? So these things are going to come from the other nations. You know? We have them in bondage, we're going to commit genocide on them too. But the difference is we're going to have, you know, the power to bring the spirit back.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7.
Same thing as prosecuted. Who's in locked up with false allegations, false charges. How good? That's how we make a majority of the justice system, prison system.
Right. Verse 8. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord Yahweh.
Okay, that's what we're doing right now. We're obeying the voice of Yahweh Shem Shah. Why? Because we record these curses into mind. You know, and eventually the Lord, you know, is going to set us in Yahweh Shah. And Yahweh Shah is going to put the laws of the Heavenly Father into the minds of the elect. So that's what's going to make us truly return. Because when we have the laws within us, we won't be able to sin anymore.
Right. And do all his commandments which I command thee this day.
Yeah, that's right. So Israel's going to be a monument to the Most High. People are going to see us and know how to be godly. You know?
Now,
I got you. This is Zechariah chapter 2, verse 8. It reads, But thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you touches the apple of his eye.
Touching the apple of his eye. You know, so, to go see the eyes, the eyes to jump, you know, to protect yourself. You know? So the eye, the Most High's eyes is spoiled. So the Most High, allowed us to get spoiled, to get attacked, you know? But now he's going to protect us, man. You know? I started giving us this word. I'm going to say that when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Lord is going to, the Spirit of the Lord is going to lift up a standard. You know? So these nations, they touch the apple of God's eye, and now the Lord wants his vengeance. You know, he's requiring that which is right.
Verse 9. For behold, I will shake my hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye shall know that the Lord Yahweh of hosts have sent me.
Yeah, so the Lord shook his hand upon us, right? We became spoiled by our servants. Brother Lynn, you know,
Obadiah, verse 15. It reads, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee."
Yeah, that's right. So as God has done, it shall be done unto thee. Reap what you sow. Now, you sow wickedness on the earth, you're going to reap the same. You sowed genocide, you sowed rape, you sowed the theft of continents. It's the same thing that's going to happen to you.
My reward shall return upon my own head.
Yeah, so the reward is going to return upon your own head. So you can just see yourself. You pretty much Proverbs, take 1:25. You committed suicide, man. Numbers 35. When you did the things that you did, man, because you thought, the Lord just forgot about it. Your ancestors died and that's it. No, man. The Lord requires that which is past. You're your ancestors in the reincarnation, man.
Verse 16. As ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
Yes, it shall be as though you have not been, because once Israel comes into rulership, the scriptures say that our kingdom is going to be everlasting. I think that's Daniel the 2nd chapter. So because we're going to be living forever, we're going to rule forever, nobody ain't going to remember America, man. You're going to read about it. There's going to come upon a time, thousands of years in the future, where, people aren't really going to be thinking about Babylon the Great like that, unless you pass by it and see that big-ass desert, and, you read about Passover, but it's not going to be a day-to-day talk. Just like, you're going to talk about, the Babylonians or the Assyrian Empire. They were the greatest empires of their time, of their age. So, in our age, we're going to be the greatest age, man. So, ain't going to be no looking back at how great America was, because we're going to be greater than everything.
The only thing we're going to be talking about is how great that destruction the Most High brought upon it. Because the scripture says, "There should be no more said, the Lord liveth that delivered children up out of the land of Egypt." So that whole, but the Lord lived that delivered out of the land of Egypt. And so that deliverance out of Babylon is going to be spoken about. That great deliverance is going to be greater than Egypt. But ain't nobody going to, like the brother said, nobody going to care about what he's doing here in America. How great the cities look, Madison Square Garden. Ain't nobody gonna care about that shit. Nope. I got one more verse. Verse 17. "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness."
It proves that salvation is only for the Israelites. And this is why Christians don't want to deal with the Old Testament, because it backs up, the New Testament backs up the Old. Because if you accept the Old, then you have to accept that the New is not for everybody. Salvation is only for the Israelites, which is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
And the house of Jacob shall possess their possession.
And our possessions is what? The whole planet Earth. The Lord said he made the world for Israel's sake. And it also says, Psalm the 2nd chapter, that he's going to give us the heathen for an inheritance, man. And the uttermost parts of the earth in our possession. So this whole creation belongs to Israel, man. When the Most High was thinking about creating the universe, he first thought about his son, his first son, his only begotten son, and the rest of his sons, man. The children of Israel. He wasn't thinking about damn heathens, giving them the world. That's why this new covenant is coming to us, man. The new bodies, so that we can be able to enjoy creation. Because in this body, in this flesh, we can never enjoy the Heavenly Father's works, man. You got so many planets, so many solar systems, that have to be explored. We ain't even finished exploring this earth, man. So that's why the new bodies, the time is going to be everlasting and immortal.
Okay, so you said Numbers?
Numbers
33, right? Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
So the only way America can be cleansed is if the blood of the civil right is shed. The way the Lord is going to do that is through nuclear missiles. That's what he's going into. The Lord is going to make you drink your own blood. So your blood is only for the head. You pretty much committed reconciled by coming over there to doing all these atrocities to our people. You know? So,
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 25. Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. All right, and who stole the so-called Negroes, man? Okay, the so-called white man. Okay, when he went into the Western Africa and gathered the Southern Kingdom and brought them to the Western Hemisphere, he stole us from West Africa, man. You know, and sold us into slavery. Okay, and he came over here to the Western atmosphere, to the North Americas, and massacred the Native Americans, man. Yeah. All right, who come from the tribe of Gad, and then he sent them to Europe. All right, to be slaves in Europe, man. Yeah. Okay, so the point is that he stole us, and he has to be put to death for it, man. Because going back into Zechariah, the second chapter, you have touched the apple of the Lord's eye. Yeah. All right, when you go into the apple of someone, the eye, it meaning something that's precious, man. Because the nation of Israel is precious to the Lord's eyes, man. Yes. All right, so you nations, starting with the so-called white man, is going to be put to death. Yeah. And they're going to be slaves in the kingdom of heaven, which is near to come.
That's right. Yeah, it's going to take the Most High to judge this devil, man. Because, you know, we can't take justice in our own hands, you know. This devil giving all kind of reparations to the Japanese, to the Ish people. But Jake asked for reparations, all of a sudden, all hell break loose, man. You know? This devil, now they're saying, oh, the Native Americans, majority of them died of diseases. You know, it wasn't them that killed them. It was the diseases that killed them. Well, you the ones that brought the diseases, you know? Your nasty ass, man. How you was living, they taught you how to bathe, you know? You bought them blankets filled with smallpox. You know, you still the cause of it, man. But they want to absolve themselves from any kind of, make it seem like it was just light. You know, or they was warring among themselves anyways. So you just came and slaughtered them all? Damn devil, man. Proverbs 1 and 18.
1 and 18? All right. So this is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 18. It reads, and they lay wait for their own blood. All right, Con, I'm going to start from verse 16. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 16. For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood.
Yeah, that's the so-called white man. They love to shed blood. Yo, Christopher Columbus said he couldn't even put his sword down for an hour, man. You know, that's how much blood he was shedding, man. You know, he caught a cramp that made his hand catch it, hold onto the sword. That happened in the scriptures too, man. Doing so much slaughter that your hand couldn't even let go, man. You know, this man slaughtered hundreds of millions of Native Americans, man.
That's right. It reads, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird.
Yeah, you don't realize that the Lord set a snare for you. He set a trap for you. You know, the Lord showed Christopher Columbus a chariot to guide him to the Americas, man. You know, because it was the time for Jake to be judged, man. That's why when they came here, they called it manifest destiny, because they knew it was prophecy being fulfilled. You know, but they don't realize, like the scriptures say, they didn't consider the latter end. So yeah, the Lord, you know, gave you this land. You know, you took it from Jake, did all these atrocities, not understanding that you're gonna eventually die and come back and have to pay for those crimes of your past life, man. Go ahead.
Verse 18, and they lay wait for their own blood, they lurk privily for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
Yeah, so pretty much that's why in Numbers it says their blood, only way the blood could be cleansed is by the blood of him that shed it. So pretty much, you know, you committed suicide by coming here and doing all these things, man. You know, you lay wait for your own blood, man. You know, you killing yourself, man. This is why America's gonna be destroyed, man. America was not founded on godly principles. Talking about some God bless America and no one else. You know, America, as if America's a Christian nation. You know, you Christians, you wicked, man, anyways, you know. But, you know, you claim to be following biblical principles. Well, none of America's history, no one in America's history have they followed biblical principles, man. Came here, You know, you did all this, the slaughtering, you know, all the raping, all of this that you did, and all the steps. You broke your treaties, but then you want to talk about you're a Christian nation, right? Go ahead.
I got that was it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I got precept. This is Job chapter.
You got something too?
Oh, no.
Okay.
This is Job chapter 20, verse 19. Because he have oppressed and Salakia. This is Job chapter 20, verse 19. Because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken the house away, taken away an house which he builded not.
Yeah, so he took away a house which he built it not. You know, the Americas, man, that's not his. You know, that belongs to the northern tribes, man, the so-called Native Americans, you know, and the so-called Latinos, man. You know, took away a house that is not his, man. You forsook the poor, man. After you done did all this to us, you ain't even look out for us, man. You know, if you was the righteous people, you would have said, man, everything we got is because, you know, you niggas, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know, let me give y'all a little bit of, you know, reparations, or, you know, a little bit of, you know, lenience, you know? Let me give you more housing and things of that nature. Esau not doing that, man. He's still oppressing the poor, man. Yep. Look at the Jakes that's in Chicago, man. They getting kicked out. You know, they moving in, you know, other Jakes, migrants. But, hey, man, Jake been here. You know, these supposed to be so-called American citizens, man. You know? You're not looking out for them, man. You go to West Africa, you know, who's oppressing them, man? Those European nations, mainly France, man. You know? But they want to talk about, they all about liberation and humanitarian rights.
Hey, look at, I was gonna say, even look at when you go into the 1800s, 1900s, where Jake had, you know, black communities, man. Yeah. They had thriving black communities. What did Esau do? Coming in, destroy all those black towns, you know, that was thriving and flourishing.
Yeah.
For their own purpose. Hey, Central Park, right here in Manhattan. Central Park used to be a black community.
Yeah.
But what? Esau came in with his wicked laws through his eminent domain, okay, where he could seize your private property, you know, for, you know, to build, you know, public property there, man. You know, or for spite, man, or because Esau don't want to see you Negroes flourish, man, because you know you're a superior race, man. You know how dangerous that can be. So while through his power, before he can see you grow, man, he's gonna try to throw you down. That's right.
They got hundreds of these towns that they did that to. You got towns, you got lakes all over America that used to be black towns that they destroyed them and they just flooded them, man, just to make a lake, man.
Right.
You got some?
Oh, God. Oh, it's more. It's more.
It was a little more, but
go ahead. Finish it and then you finish it. All right. You got something?
It reads verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desires.
Yeah, he shall not feel quietness in his belly, man. You know, America's never going to be at peace. You know, the Lord said, what? There is no peace to the wicked, man. You know, that's why you're going to have the civil war coming. You know, the Lord is not just going to allow Esau to just rest, kick back, and for the next 1,000 years rule and, you know, visit other planets, man. Wait, please have time.
It's a little more. It reads, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Yeah, so no man's gonna look for your goods. All these goods that America gets imported from these other countries. When America, was Babylon the Great gets taken out, the nations is gonna mourn, man. Ain't nobody gonna be thinking about no, you know, Rolls Royce or, you know, Mercedes Benz or the Empire State Building. All the goodies that Esau, you know, lavishes himself with is gonna be done away with. The Lord is gonna take all away. That's why it says in Obadiah that if a thief come to you, they would have at least left some grapes. But when the Lord comes, he's going to strip Esau of everything. Strip him bare. He's not going to leave him nothing, man.
It reads, verse 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Yeah, the fullness of his sufficiency. So he's trying to accomplish this new world order where he's going to have a lot of, pushback. You know, you're going to have these militias, these red states, you know, fighting back, you know, which, you know, is still under Esau's agenda. But, you know, a lot of people, they're not just going to go down easily, man. They're going to fight. You know, they're not going to allow you to just, you know, a lot of people not just going to allow you to just chip them up, you know, especially the patriotic, you know, Edomite, man. You know, so he's in straits. You got protests against, you know, the World Economic Forum, you know, against the governments all over the world. Yep.
It reads, there's 2 more verses, that's it. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Yeah, he's gonna flee from the iron weapon by going into these bunkers, man. The iron weapon represents the ICBM.
Yep.
You know, it came out, this article brother sent to the chat, where hundreds of billionaires, and multi-millionaires, they're building bunkers, all throughout America and in other countries, man. Mark Zuckerberg, he just paid over 200-something million to build a bunker in Hawaii, man. A ranch with a bunker under it. So they're insiders. They know something is about to go down, man. But
it reads, this is the last verse. It is drawn and cometh out the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out his gall.
Yeah, that's talking about the missile, man. Yep. The glittering sword. It is drawn and cometh out the body. The body is that silo, when they get released, And those submarines, nuclear submarines, wherever those missiles are stored, that's the body, and it is drawn. So Putin right now got missiles pointed at American cities, man. If you go to Google right now and put in, nuclear targets from Russia or something, you see all major American cities is all red dotted, man, including New York City, man. Go ahead.
It reads, terrors are upon him.
Yeah, terrors are upon him, man. It's going to be terrifying when those missiles are coming down and Esau's watching the elect get beamed up, man. Terror, the Lord is known as the King of Terrors. The Lord tortured the Egyptians with terror. He's going to do the same thing to the modern day Egyptians, man.
Second Esdras 16 and 13. It says, for strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow.
Yeah, the right hand of the Lord is Yahweh Shah. So strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. Yahweh Shah is the one that controls the kings of the earth, man. The kings of the heart is in the hands of the Lord, So the Most High, he gave all authority unto his son. So his son is the one dictating everything that's going on down here, and instead of the Most High.
Right. Good. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp.
Yeah, so that's the Most High's arrows, man. That's why Apostle Paul always says this is the Most High's missiles, man. This is the Most High's New World Order, New World Disorder, because it is part of the Lord's army. That's why he's known as the Lord of Hosts. The Most High is the one that put it in the mind of these scientists to come up with the nukes, man.
And shall not miss when they begin. And shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Yeah, so they're not gonna miss. They're pinpoint accurate. That's why they said those ICBMs is so accurate that they could target something the size of a hair, from space, man. So they're sharp. They're not gonna miss, man. They're not gonna thrust onto one another. Missile malfunction, fall out of the sky. That's not gonna happen, man. Every last one of them is gonna be used, man, and to the ends of the earth. So that's how it's not talking about actual arrows. It's talking about missiles, right. Which an arrow is simply a projectile, So the modern day projectiles, that these armies use as missiles.
It says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
Yeah, so those plagues is not going to return again. So these are the last days. This is the time that Yahweh Shah is going to glorify himself on the earth with those plagues. So in the kingdom, those places not going to come again, man. This is the time for that. That's why we was going into earlier, how it's a time for everything. Time of war, time of peace. Right now we're living in a time of prophecy, and Yahweh Shah making his grand entrance.
It reads, the fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Yeah, that's why Yahweh Shah said, I am come to send fire on earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? The fire being kindled, it represents what? All these tensions between the nations, man. Russia and America, Russia, Ukraine, Iran, Israel, the Houthis shooting missiles at America. Those tensions is going to lead into, thermonuclear fire, man. So it's not gonna be quenched.
I got it.
It's gonna keep the fire's gonna keep intensifying, man.
Verse 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again.
Yeah. So just like an arrow shot, you shoot a bullet, They don't come back into the gun, you know? It goes and does its purpose, you know? So the purpose of the Lord is to destroy Babylon the Great. That's why those missiles was created, man. The Lord said, I created the waster to destroy. So they're not here to just be stored, you know, and just deter aggression. You know, they're gonna be used for aggression. You got something, right?
Okay. This is Ezekiel's chapter 35. It says, moreover, the word the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
Yeah, against Mount Seir. Mount Seir represents the governments of the so-called white man, you know? Not just America. That represents all these European countries, you know, Canada. That's all Mount Seir. Wherever Esau dwells, in majority, that's Mount Seir. Go ahead.
And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Yeah, so the hand of the Lord that he's going to stretch out is Yahweh Shah. And Yahweh Shah is going to come back in the midst of the climax of World War III, you know, and the Lord is going to make them desolate, man, with those missiles and also using the chariots. Go ahead.
I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
Yeah, and what nation, what country in the scriptures is prophesied total destruction, man? Babylon the Great. That's how you know Esau is ruling Babylon the Great, you know, which is America prophetically, man. You know, when you read other scriptures, Psalms, it says children of Edom, you know, is the daughter of Babylon, man, that is to be destroyed. But
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of thy sword.
yeah, so a perpetual hatred, man, none-ending. You know, it should never stop, man. Esau always hates us, man. You go in these comments, you know, comment boards, you know, social media. You got Esau with all these pages, you know, talking shit about Jake. You know, you go into Esau's policies. You know, Jake is always the ones that's targeted. You know, you have this one Jake, a Northern Kingdom, an immigrant. He lived in the country for a couple of years. I think it was down in either Texas or Las Vegas somewhere. But you know, he was just standing outside. Some cop just rolled up on him. He not doing nothing. And then he like, yo, I'm not doing nothing. Like, I don't want to go. So they, you know, kind of wrestled. So boom, they locked him up. The cop ended up getting a heart attack 30 minutes later. Then they locked Jake up for murder, man.
Wow.
You know, the cop ended up dying of a heart attack, but they locked Jake up. They said, yo, he's the one that caused the heart attack. The nigga should have been in shape, man. And he probably took the jabby juice, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the perpetual hatred, man. Go ahead.
It says, and I will stretch out Slakia. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
Yeah, the cities, man. All the cities around, all around America, man. You know, Russia too. The cities of Russia, the cities of Germany, you know, they're gonna be destroyed too, man. Go ahead.
It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Yeah, so in the time of their calamity and iniquity had an end. Jacob's trouble. You know, Esau's gonna keep shedding blood, man. You thought, that's why the scriptures say a day like no other, it's Jeremiah 30:7, you know, a day like no other. So we can't compare it to slavery. You can't compare it to none of the things that we've been through as a nation, man, through 70 AD, you know. Esau's gonna shed more blood, man. He's gonna slay Jake by the hundreds of millions, man. Because this is the time where Esau's gonna let loose, man. Because he knows what's coming next. The kingdom of Jacob, man. But
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
yeah, you ain't hate blood. You love to shed blood, man. You know, that's in your nature. Just look at the track record of you so-called white people, man. You know, look how you got America. Look how you got Canada. Look how you got South Africa, Australia. You know, Netherlands. You know, wherever you dwell, you got it by the force of the sword, man. Which is a fulfillment of your blessing in Genesis. The 27th chapter, where it goes into the blessing of Jacob and Esau. The Lord told Esau that he would gain the fatness of the earth by the sword, man. By the sword shall thou live, man. You know, that's why they so so strong militarily, man.
That's right. It says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth, and I will fill the mountains with slain men in thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword.
Yeah, all these mountains, all these Edomite governments, America, these European countries, they're gonna feel the wrath of the Lord too. The missiles gonna hit them too, coming from America and other countries, from Iran, China, they're gonna get hit too. So all of them is gonna get slain with the sword. Ain't gonna be no traveling, nobody coming here and leaving here, man. That shit is over with. But
I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
yeah, that's right. So your cities is not gonna return because you had your time to rule 3 times. You ruled as the Greeks, and then you transitioned right into the Roman Empire. That's why it's known as the Greco-Roman Empire. And then you went down as the Roman Empire. The deadly wound became healed, and you came back as the second leg of Rome. But this time when you go down, you're not coming back up, man. It's not gonna be a sect of Edomites that make it, that go in a cave somewhere, plot, to take us down like they did in the Dark Ages, man, during the Renaissance. It's not gonna be that anymore, man, because we're gonna have the earth on total lock. We're gonna know where every Edomite is at, man. We're gonna know every spirit, where every spirit resides, man. Where?
That was basically it.
All right, I got a precept. This is Isaiah chapter 2.
Oh, no.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 3. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish.
Yeah, everybody's languishing right now, man. People are in mourning. Everybody's complaining on TikTok, that's their modern day journals. You see the nigga woman complaining, how do y'all do it? What kind of jobs do y'all have? And, I'm over here struggling, Everybody's going through it, man. Inflation, it keeps skyrocketing. People are losing more jobs. They're going to start charging you more taxes. So the whole earth is languishing, man. And that's the Lord purging the pride out of people.
Yeah, they taking, as far as taxes, they taking your money and they giving it to migrants, man.
Yeah.
They don't even know in this country.
Yeah.
But we just saying what they're doing. You don't give a damn about it.
Yeah.
But that's just what's going on.
Yeah. And then Ukraine, they just approved a package for Ukraine, Taiwan, and Israel for $95 billion, man. There it is, people already struggling over here. Why are you not worried about your own citizens, man?
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
It reads, the earth also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah, that's right. So the earth is defiled under the transgression of the inhabitants, man. Nobody wants to take heed unto taking the Most High's law seriously, man. Every time you bring out, God be seeing different posts. Like sometimes I come across a random Israelite post, and then on the comments, they'll talk about the laws and shit. And on the comments, people are always fighting about, oh, the laws is done away with. We don't have to keep them. Oh no, we can eat pork. The Messiah said you can eat pork. All things are clean. They're just rebellious, man. You can show them, no matter how many times you try to show them the truth, they're not gonna get it, man. Their heart is set to rebel against Yahweh Shem Shah. But it's set up this way because that's part of the movie. Just like during the time of the flood, the Most High hardened the hearts of these people so that he could bring that judgment upon them, man. So the Lord is hardening the heart of these people as well, man, in America, man, and all throughout the world, so that when the judgment comes, you have no excuse. Like why you going through this? Why you getting fucked up? Somebody got to play the part of being judged on Judgment Day. We just hoping it's not us, man. That's why we got to get ourselves right. Return unto Yahweh Shem Shah and try to repent every day, man.
There's more.
Yeah.
It says, verse 7, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry heart do sigh.
Yeah, all the merry hearted do sigh, man. People are gonna lose more jobs. We coming into more economic woes. They just said basically been warning about more banks closing. More banks have been closing in the past, year or two. And they saying now about that AI basically gonna take over. I think 70 to 90% of the jobs, man. They say 2024 is the year of AI. You know, and people, you know, you see them doing videos on it, and they're like, yo, they're spooked out because, you know, that shit could take over their jobs. You know, videographers, you know, people that, you know, that edit videos, that put commercials together. They could have AI do all that shit, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So, hey, man, people are gonna cry when, you know, they lose their jobs, man. And plus, you got inflation at an all-time high, you know?
Yep, I got a precept just to back up that, because that's prophecy. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because there are few.
Yeah, so the grinders cease because there are few. So it's not gonna be a lot of jobs out here, you know, for all these people, man. You know? That's how Esau's gonna get these people trapped up with this microchip, man. Because he gonna tell them like, yo, listen, you don't have a job, but we still care about you. So what we're gonna do is give you rations and a monthly UBI, Universal Basic Income. But here's the catch: you gotta take this thing up in you. And a lot of motherfuckers gonna fold because they got families to feed. Just like when the Yabba Use came out, that was their excuse. At first it was like, nah, I ain't gonna take it. Then once they told them that you're gonna get fired, motherfuckers was first on the line, you know? So that was a test, a trial run, you know? So it's gonna be the same thing with this microchip, man.
I'm gonna read it one more time. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because there are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Yeah, so the forecast is not gonna be looking good. It's like when you wake up in the morning, you look outside to see what the weather's like, how the day is gonna be. You know, if it's gonna be raining all day, it's gonna be the same thing. People are gonna wake up, check the news, it ain't gonna be no good news, you know? They're gonna try to check the stock market, this shit gonna crash. You know? They're gonna check their bank accounts, shit is gone, the money's gone, it's been a bank run, you know? So it's gonna be a very gloomy day for people, man. Gloomy days are ahead.
Yeah, because even back you up, you know, when you put your money in the banks, you know, they use your money and invest it into other things. That's why when you go to the bank, if you try to ask for a large sum of your money, they don't have it ready for you right there. They have to, you know, order it. You know what I'm saying? And get your money ready. You know, just showing you that, you know, you don't have control of your own money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna wake up one day, like you said, and your money's gone. You know what I'm saying? You go to the bank, they're gonna say they don't have your money for you.
Yeah.
You know, things are on hold and delayed because that happened in the Great Depression as well.
Yeah.
You know, and the scriptures say that there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
So, and it's gonna happen at a even worse than the Great
global
Depression.
scale.
Yeah, on the global scale, you know?
Yep. This thing that's coming is gonna be global, man. Like the scriptures say, there are temptations which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the face of the earth. So it's not only gonna be here in America, man. Because once American economy crashes, then the world economy crashes. Because every country is tied into this economy. That's why the US dollar is the global reserve currency. So once this place goes down, they start having bank runs over here. All over the world is gonna be the same thing.
Going back to Isaiah. It's Isaiah chapter 24, verse 8. The mirth of the tambourine ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth.
So ain't gonna be no more partying, going to clubs, man. No more festivals, no more concerts. That's just gonna be over with. Because people are gonna try to save their money to get by day. And somebody get that? Revelation 6. To finish that? You know what I'm talking about? About the wages, the penny.
It says, Isaiah chapter 24, verse 8. The mirth of the tambourine ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. It says, they shall not drink wine with the song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yeah, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Because here's the thing about drink, you know. If you're in a good mood, it's gonna keep you in a good mood, you know. But if you're in a bad mood, it's gonna make you even madder, man. You know, so people already gonna be going through woes, through affliction, and then drinking on top of that, they're gonna go ahead and crash out. You know, go ahead and shoot up a place and then kill themselves. You know, kill their families and then kill themselves. You know, and that's been happening a lot, man. You know, people just drinking, just, you know, committing suicide. You know, just fucking driving, just hit a fucking wall because they're not gonna be able to deal with the pain, man. Because they're gonna know, like, shit, I gotta get sober again. I gotta go through this shit sober. Like, nah, I might as well just fucking die, man.
It reads, verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in.
Yeah, because there's gonna be so much chaos in the streets. You know, it's gonna be uproars of the people. You know, you're gonna have wars in the streets. You know, the militias, the red states, you know, fighting against the blue states. You know, the military patrolling the National Guard. You know, just like in 2020 when they had the lockdown. Man, it was empty in Manhattan. You go to Times Square, it was lucky to see 2 people, man. That's how empty it was. So when all hell breaks loose, motherfuckers gonna try to protect what they got, close their doors. You know, they ain't gonna wanna leave, man. Leave their places because they're gonna risk losing their lives.
You know, I mean, I have more, but if you got...
Yeah. Oh, let them. No. Oh, come on.
You wanted Revelation 6, right?
Yeah.
This is, got you. Revelation 6 and verse 5, it says, and when he had opened the 3rd seal, I heard a 3rd beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
Yeah, so a black horse. The black horse represents famine. You know, a dark time. Famine is a dark time, man. Because we talking millions of people all in your vicinity. None of you have food to eat. You know, and you don't have the strength to even get up to go try to find the food. You know, you're gonna have people laying in the streets. You're gonna have people alive laying in the streets so weak. You're gonna have birds pecking at them, vultures. You know, eagles pecking out their eyes, and they won't even be able to move. You know, that's how weak people get, you know, during famine, man. You know, people gonna reside to eating their own children. You know, so it's a dark time. So, but
it says, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hands.
Yep.
And that the balances going into judgment. You know?
Yeah. Just like when you go to court, they have those balances. You know? So if you're not right, you're gonna get judged, man. You're gonna get hit with famine and, you know, the other plagues that the Most High got preserved for these people.
It says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts saying, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny.
Yep. So the penny represents what? A day's wage. You know, back in the ancient time, that's how men got paid. You know, it would be a gold coin for the day. You know, however much silver. You know. So it says a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny. So it's gonna take a day's wage to get, you know, regular food. You know, and it's a lot of things that's based around wheat and barley. You know, the cereals and, you know, bread. It's all types of things that take you know, those ingredients to make. So, you know, it's gonna take a day's wage. So if you're making, you know, however much, $100 a day, $150, $250, you know, $300, you know, however much you're making a day, you know, it's gonna cost that, you know, to buy regular food. So a loaf of bread now might cost, let's say, $5. And that time it might go up to $100. So guess what? People are gonna have to resort to ration. You know, only eat once a day, and when you eat, it might be half a slice of bread, so this shit can last us. Because you're still gonna have other bills to pay. They saying it's gonna be a uptick of homeless in America because the rent is gonna skyrocket even more. You know, so not only people are gonna be homeless, they're not gonna be able to eat. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna turn to crime. You know, entering into these you know, well-to-do neighborhoods, Edomite neighborhoods, you know, East Indian neighborhoods, Chinese neighborhoods, you know, and it's gonna be mainly consistent of Jake, man. Yeah. I guess 2 15.
It says when you go into the blue letter and you go into the word penny, you get Strong's G1220 denarion. It says here denarion, which is a coin, is compared to 10 asses. All right, so that's the so a denarion, a day's wages could get you 10 asses. But now times are gonna be so hard that denarion or that penny is only gonna get you some wheat or some barley. That's like going to the store and buying milk for the price of your car note. You know, that's how bad it's going to be because, like the brother's going into inflation, all right, the collapse of the dollar.
Yep.
So let me continue on. It says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Yeah, the oil and the wine is this truth. You know, so we're gonna keep pushing, man. We're not gonna, you know, change the doctrine, you know, change it up, you know, to accommodate to our own lusts, you know. When you selling your Passover, you hurting the oil and the wine. When you saying the mark of the beast is not the microchip, you hurting the oil and the wine. You know, when you saying that there's hell in the Bible, you hurting the oil and the wine, man. You know, so you adding unto the word of the Most High, taking away from it. You know, so the plagues that written in the book is gonna come upon you. You know, but what you got?
This is second Ezra.
That was it?
You have more?
No, I mean, it says, yeah.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, okay.
This is second Ezra. This is second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 16. There shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, so, you know, it's going to be a lot of breaking in and entering, seditions. You know, people are going to have, you know, you're going to have, let's say, for instance, we on this block, you're going to have, you know, the people from over here, you know, people gather together. It might be a crowd of hundreds or thousands of people, you know, and then you're going to have somebody, you know, speaking, yo, we got to come up against this damn government, man. You know, they fucking us up, man. You know, Jake, you know, nah, let's get them, let's, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to go to these federal buildings, you know, governmental buildings, burn them down, you know, try to find out where the governor lives, the mayor lives, you know, to try to take him out, you know. That happened, I believe, in Taiwan or Japan. One of the governors got not governor, I think it was a president, ex-president or some shit, you know, he got shot, you know. So, hey, man, when people are going to need an outlet to, you know, to let all that anger go. Because it's going to be nothing but built up stress, you know, built up stress and anger. You got to have somebody to be angry at. And who they're going to point at? They're going to point at their government, their leaders, man, you know. So, hey, man, read that again.
This is second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, these politicians, you know, they're set up to lie to the people, to appease the people. So you're gonna have your Eric Adams come out and try to calm you down. You know, yeah, calm down. You know, it's just a period of time that we're going through, but we are New Yorkers. We're gonna overcome. I said, man, we don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You might have people rush on stage and try to kill them and shit. They ain't gonna care, you know, what your title is in that time. But
verse 17, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able.
Yeah, that's gonna be martial law, lockdowns. And they talking about disease X now, you know. They just said that they just found a bubonic plague in America, you know. It's making a comeback. And a few years ago, they said they had found it and then they remade it, but they made it 10 times stronger. So you think this is just random? No, man, this is all by design, man. They're the ones, you know, that's behind all of it. Because they still have this agenda to bring the population down to 500 million, man. And it's going to be through diseases, through war, through famine, you know. That's how they're going to take people out.
And even too, that scripture is heavy because even when you look in the 5 boroughs, you know, you're not going to be able to go to Queens to Manhattan because, you know, the tunnels, you know, you can actually shut the tunnel down.
Yeah. And
you know, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to shut the bridges down, the tunnels down.
Yep.
You know, you're not going to be able to travel in those times, man. Yeah. You know, and we seen that too in the that movie that just came out on Netflix. The World Ended. I forgot what's the name of it.
Leave the World Behind?
Yeah, Leave the World Behind. I believe when you seen they was renting an Airbnb, and then you know it was you know all hell was breaking loose and the guy could return. But when they tried to go back to New Jersey, all like the roads were blocked off.
Yeah, facts.
You know.
Yep. Yeah, man. So the elites, they show you what they're gonna do through their movies, man. You know, this is their way of mocking you people, and this is their way of prophesying. You know, so that when the time comes, they can look back and say, see, yeah, like I did that. Because Esau got a God complex. No? That's all?
No, this is last.
So it's also called predictive programming.
Yeah, come.
Like you said with the chariots at the Super Bowl, with the aliens and whatnot, they're programming you. But they also, like you said, prophesying, you know, on the left hand side. But the truth is, like the real prophet been out here on the houses and byways telling you all the time.
Yeah.
You're gonna see more and more chariot sightings, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna see them chariots at close range, and you're gonna find out that in those chariots is dark-skinned men.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, yeah. So it's been a lot of chariot sightings. You know, the angels have been showing themselves, man. In Arizona, they just had one where it was 3 golden ring chariots in the sky, man. You know. So hey, man. You know that's the theme for the year, for the times to come. UFO invasion. But finish that.
God. This is Revelation. I mean, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. No, 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, so there's gonna be nothing but trouble. Jacob's trouble, man. You know, every time you go on the street, you're gonna see a stabbing, a shooting, people fighting. You know, people getting murdered in broad daylight. You know, and cops just driving by, not doing nothing about it. Crime is gonna skyrocket, man. Good.
Yep. It reads, 2nd Ezra 15 and 19, it reads, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with their sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, so that's why Yahushua said the love of many is gonna wax cold.
Yep.
You know, so you're gonna have neighbors that's cool with each other, brothers that's cool with each other, family members that's close one to another. They're gonna turn to have an evil eye against one another, because famine is an actual spirit. The scriptures tell you that. Sirach 39. You know, it's a spirit of vengeance that the Lord created, man. You know, so when your stomach is touching your back, and you know your neighbor got some, guess what? You got to feed you and yours. So what you gonna do? By any means necessary, you know, you're gonna try to take what they got, man. And they show you that in many movies. People turn to cannibals, you know, straight murderers, straight criminals, man, just to get some food. You know? That's it. Yeah. So,
That was beautifully spoken by the brother. You know, somebody can get what you got. What you got?
I was Isaiah 13.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 13? Okay. It's Isaiah 13, starting with 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah said, Slakia. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see.
Right, so, you know, Isaiah was a prophet of the Lord. Okay, and he's seen the burden of Babylon. And this Babylon that he's seen the burden on was Babylon the Great, which is America. Okay, and a burden meaning what? He's seen a heavy load that was coming upon America. Okay, because Isaiah, he was prophesying. Okay, go ahead.
Lift up a banner upon the high mountain.
Right, we're lifting up that banner right now, man. Because the banner represents what? This truth. It represents the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. And that's what we're doing. We're lifting up the banner, which is the Bible. All right, upon that high mountain. Okay, which is what? America. Okay, somebody can get that too in Jeremiah, going into the chief of the nations. You know? Go ahead, you can read it again, Brother
It
Prashant.
says, Isaiah 13:2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. And
Yep, we lifting that high banner upon that high mountain, man. All right? We come out here to teach these scriptures. Okay, and that high mountain, like I said before, it represents America. That high government. Okay? You got that?
so Jeremiah.
Yep, 31:7. Yep. Just to prove what's the high mountain. Okay, precept upon precept. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 7. But thus saith the Lord, sing with gladness with Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations.
Right, we're shouting among the chief of the nations. All right, who's the chief of the nations? America. All right, that, you know, the chief meaning what? The top.
Yep.
You know, America sits at the top of all these other nations, man.
That's right.
Okay? A great example, why is it that the U.S. dollar is the world's world reserve currency? Because America is at top. Why do you see America's military bases, you know, at, you know, the different parts of the world? And, you know, in different parts of countries, man. You don't see these other nations having their U.S. Military bases here around the Americas, but you see America, they have their military bases around, you know, pretty much everywhere, man. Showing you that they're the chief of the nations. They're the top of all these other nations, man. All right. In fact, that a lot of these nations try to embody to be just like America, man. You know, following their government system. All right. You know, their holidays, you know, how they dress. You know, they dress in suit and ties. There's many examples, man. You know, a lot of these nations follow the customs of America, just proving that America is the chief of these nations, man. Go ahead, and we're shouting among it, okay? We're coming out here teaching this word, man. You know, the scriptures speak about cry aloud and spare not. All right, and that's what we're doing. We're crying out loud, man. Okay, teaching the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, teaching prophecy, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, exalt the voice.
Hold on, did you finish it real quick?
Real quick, the word for chief is Ra'ash, and it says head, top, or summit.
Yeah,
Like
head
the
top
of the mountain.
Yep, head top of, yep. Proving that hood, high mountain, the government. You know?
It says, publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Lord, save thy people, the remnant of Israel.
Right, it says publish ye, man. The word publish means to what? To make public. And that's what we're doing. We're making this truth public, man. We come out here on the highways and byways, in season and out of season. You know, brothers doing their shows on the YouTube platform. And you know, there's another platform called Odyssey. All right? You know, you see the truth being pushed on TikTok. You know? So this truth is being published, is to make public to the people, man. All right? Mainly for the children of Israel as well as the other nations, because these other nations, we're prophesying to them their future judgment. Okay, like we brought out earlier of what you have done to the children of Israel, man. All right? It's consequences of what you have done, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 51. The word of the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet.
Right, the land of the Chaldeans, because, all right, America, you know, pushes, you know, their witchcraft, because the Chaldeans were known for their sorceries and witchcraft. You know, those wise men for astrology, okay? And that's what, you know, this place, you know, pushes, man. Witchcraft. You know, you can read that in Nahum, the 3rd chapter, you know? You know, they set up their nations with their witchcraft, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 2. Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard.
Right, we're setting up that standard, man. All right? Which is the truth. You know? We're telling you what's righteous and what's not righteous, man. All right? Because America is going to tell you, you know, it's okay to commit adulteries. It's okay not to follow the dietary laws. It's okay to be a homosexual. Okay? You know, that's what we're coming out here to do. We're rebuking and warning, okay? Making this truth public, okay? To the people. Right?
It says publish and conceal not.
Yeah, publish and conceal not. We're not holding back our words, man. You know, we're not signing no 501(c)(3) charters, you know, and telling you that, you know, Yahweh Shah's name is Jesus Christ. We're not coming out here telling you that the mark of the beast is sin and it's spiritual. You know, we're not telling you that all the other nations can be saved, man. We're telling you the cold hard truth, man. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, we're not coming out here to prophesy smooth things, man. Okay, we're not concealing that. We're not selling out. You know, the true men of the Lord is not going to sell out, man. They're going to come out here and tell you nothing but the truth. Okay? Because we coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? Go ahead.
It says, say Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces.
Right, and those are idol gods, man. All right, who the so-called white men, who they bow down to, because they bow down to the left-hand power, man. Okay? And even that's what they was doing in ancient Babylon. Okay? You know? Right.
Her idols are confounded.
Yeah, her idols are confounded. Because when you read Psalms 96, the 6th verse, it says what? Matter of fact, get that real quick. Real quick.
Got you, brother.
Go ahead. Yeah, just finish it. Go ahead.
Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces.
Yeah, her images are broken in pieces, man. All right? The image of this place is going to be broken down, man. All right, and her idols was confounded because their idols are not going to be able to save them, man. Because the scriptures say what? Go ahead.
This is Psalm 96, the 6th chapter. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Verse 7. Give unto the Lord, O ye kindreds of the people.
Oh, no, right here. Salakif. Verse 5.
Okay. Psalms 96 and 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
Yeah, for all the gods of the nations are idols. Go ahead.
But the Lord made the heavens.
Right, the Lord made the heavens. All right, I want the scripture that says no idol God is above him.
Let me see, I got you.
Oh, verse 4? Is it right there? Yep, verse 4, yep.
Okay. Psalms 96 and 4. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised.
Yeah, for the Lord is great and greatly to be praised, man. You know, Yahweh Shai is greatly to be exalted and praised, man. Okay? Because he's above all these other gods, man. All these idol gods. All right? And the Lord proved that, you know, in the time of Egypt. Right? It was a great deliverance of the children of Israel. Because in those times, you know, there was, you know, worshiping the sun god. You know, there was, you know, worshiping astrology. And the Lord proved that all that shit is folly, man. It's vain. It's nothing. It's emptiness. You know? The true power is in the power of Yahweh Shai. And what he did, he delivered the children of Israel. All right? Showing you that these idol gods are nothing, man. All right? Go ahead.
He is to be feared above all gods.
He is to be feared above all gods, man. You know, the Lord was known as Alashaya, you know, demon-like power. You know? Because the Lord, when you read out through different chapters of the Bible, you know, we've seen what he did to the other nations, man. Okay? And their gods. You know, just like, you know, proving that the Lord, hey, man, when they talked about Yahweh, man, it was like, hey, man, that's demon-like power. We've seen the power of the Lord, you know, the Lord's will. You know?
Go ahead. You know, the idols, those idols, the Lord ultimately created those things for the nations to worship. But the Lord, that's why I say the gods of the nations are idols. Because they were given, those things were created, but those are for the heathens. Okay? But we was to worship the true power. So the Lord was ultimately the one who gave these nations up unto those things. All right? Their spirit is into idols. Our spirit is supposed to be in the Most High. And so, real quick, to further prove that, let me get Deuteronomy chapter 4.
Oh, no. I just want to prove it.
Okay, it's Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 14. The Lord commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments that you might do them in the land whither ye go over to possess it. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that the Lord spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the water beneath the earth. And lest ye lift up your eyes unto heaven, and when ye seeth the sun and the moon and the stars, even all those hosts of heavens, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy power hath divided unto all nations under the whole heaven. Yes, so that's right. So all those idols of stone, images of man, women, fish, beasts, the sun, the moon, the Lord divided those things into the nations. But we are not to worship those things as Israelites. We're supposed to worship the true power, the Heavenly Father. Those nations could do that, okay? But we supposed to love the Most High with all our heart, you know? So put no idols before Him.
That's right.
The first commandment.
That's right. That's a part of fearing the Lord.
Right.
You know?
What you got it at?
Con. So this is Isaiah 13, verse 2. It says, lift up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Right. We're exalting our voice, man, that we may go shake the hand into the gates of the nobles, and the gates of the nobles represents the elites. All right? Because the elites, you know, they know about the Hebrew Israelites, man. All right? And we're here prophesying, you know, telling them that, you know, they're coming down, man. You know, of them ruling, you know, we're prophesying to them that their rulership is coming to an end. Because we know that the elites is the ones who's really controlling, you know, this the world. All right? You know, the rich banking families, man. You know, you got your Rothschilds, you know, the Gettys, the Rockefellers, who control the medical field. All right? The elites are the ones who are in control, the real ones who are in control of the world, man. And we're prophesying to them that, you know, their rulership is going to soon come to an end, man. All right? No matter what you do. All right? All you know, digging into those making bunkers, you know, that's not going to save you. That's not going to save you, man. You know, you making bunkers, you know, dwelling in space, that's not going to save you, man. You know? Because your end goal is to be slaves in the kingdom of heaven, man. The first fruits of slaves in the kingdom of heaven. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones.
Yeah, he commanded his sanctified ones. All right? And who's the Lord's sanctified ones? You know, when you read Jeremiah, the first chapter, you know, it talks about how, you know, the Lord sanctified the prophets, man. He ordained the prophets. Okay? So the sanctified ones represents the prophets. Go ahead.
I have also called my mighty ones from mine anger.
Yeah, he called his mighty ones for his anger. Who is the Lord mighty ones? His angels. Okay? Because we know that, you know, the angels are going to come with Yahushua, you know, to destroy this place, man. Okay? And matter of fact, the angels is holding the four winds, man. They're holding the destruction, man, until, you know, Yahweh presses that button. Our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, presses that button, man. And allows the angels to, you know, break loose. All right? Go ahead.
Yeah, to ultimately to angels holding back that destruction until, you know, the elect be saved.
Yep, kind.
Because, you know, the elect gotta, all the elect gotta be woken up before destruction can happen. That's why it's important for us to go out there and teach, you know, while we still have that liberty.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. It says, what just happened? Okay. It says, I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
Right? Yep. The elect. Go ahead.
Yep. Right. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people.
Right. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people. And the noise of the multitude represents the nuclear missiles, man. All right. That's going to be shot, you know, from Russia, man. Okay. That's going to hit here, Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, 200 million missiles, man. 200 million warheads is gonna, you know, be, you know, shot here over here in Americas, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, the Lord set up these other nations, you know, to create, you know, these nuclear warfare. All right, for the destruction of Babylon. All right, you can read that in Isaiah 55:16. For He have created the smith, the blow. Yeah, get that real quick.
I got some preaching for you also. With the mighty men, talking about the chariots. I mean the missiles. This is Joel 2:7. It says, "They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded."
You got it.
Now that's going into those nuclear missiles, man. Because when those nuclear missiles are shot off, those will put a spurt on them to not malfunction or or one hits another and it explodes in the air, those missiles are gonna hit their target, which that target is gonna be America. You got it.
Isaiah 54:16 reads, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire."
Yeah, and a smith is what? A smith is a person who creates, weaponry, man. Okay? And so the Lord, put, the spirit on these German scientists, all right, to create the atomic bomb, to create these nuclear technology, man. All for prophecy's sake, all for America, to be destroyed. That's the end goal, point blank, period. All right? And if you've seen the nuclear missiles, the technology of these missiles is enhancing year by year, man. That in fact that, it's going to be, like the scripture say, it's not going to miss its target, man. Because it's going to hit this place with precision, due to its, due to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua being on those nuclear missiles, man. As well as for the technology of the missiles, man. You got AI, so it's going to be, very, very precise, Just like when you see the cars, just for example, cars in the 70s didn't have a radio, Bluetooth, they didn't have a GPS tracker, So it might be a GPS tracker on those missiles, man, just to hit America, Go ahead.
It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work."
Yeah, they're bringing forth an instrument for his work. For whose work? For Yahweh Shem Yahushua's work, man. Because at the end of the day, all this doing is for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. That's why all these missiles is being created. It's for Yahweh Shem Yahushua's sake. So it could be so you could basically destroy America and bring it forth what? His new kingdom. All right? For Yahushua to rule, man. As well as, the Israelites, being joint heirs. All right? The missiles represents, the end of Esau's rulership, man. Because Esau's not going to rule, all right, again, once he's brought down. Got something?
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah, he created the waster to destroy. And that's those missiles. Which is going to destroy, America. It's going to leave this land desolate, as the scriptures speak about in Isaiah the 24th chapter. When the missiles hit here in America, this land is going to be completely wiped out, man. All the elements is going to melt, okay? It's going to be a line of confusion. You're not going to tell from border in the cities of America, because America, at the end of the day, is a great city. It's going to be it's going to be a desert. Okay, as the scriptures speak, it's going to be only unclean spirits, and fowls, going to be dwelling here in America once it's destroyed. All right, America is never going to be risen again. So he created the waster to destroy. All right, which is those missiles. It's going to completely wipe out America, man. Completely, completely. That was it. Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 24. The Lord of hosts hath sworn, saying, "Surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. That I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders."
Okay, so the modern day Assyrian is America. Okay, so the Lord, just like how the Lord destroyed those ancient kingdoms, ancient Assyria too, but that modern day Assyria is going to be broken, right? And then what? That's when, because the Lord is going to break the captivity that these modern Assyrians have on the nation of Israel. All right. Once the Lord take this man down, that's the end of our captivity.
That's right.
It's time for our salvation.
That's right.
It says, "This is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations." For the
hand of the Lord, okay, which is that judgment.
It says, "For the Lord of hosts hath purposed, and who shall disannul it? and his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?
Yeah, so nobody can deliver out of the hand of the Lord. These nations, so the judgment is set for Esau, and can none deliver them out of the judgment of the Heavenly Father. Because what the word of the Lord stands. So whatever the Lord proposes is going to stand. He's going to act on it. So the scriptures speak about how His word don't return unto Him void. So hey man, prophecy got to fulfill itself.
Appreciate it. This is Joel 2:3. A fire devours before them, and behind them a flame burneth. You want to go on to it?
You can read it.
Joel 2:3. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth.
Yeah, so it's talking about the nuclear missile, okay? So it says a fire
Devoureth before them.
devoured before them. And so that's talking about the warheads, right? The before them, that's the front of the missile. So at the head of the missile is the warheads, okay? And it speaks about in Revelation how they had head of lions.
Yep.
And tails of a serpent, fiery serpent.
Yeah.
So the fire that so yeah, you can read that.
It says, and behind them a flame burneth.
And that's the propeller, you know, the fire that propelled the missile.
Rocket.
Okay, the rocket. Yeah.
It says, the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
So before the missile hit, the land is as Eden. Okay, business as usual.
Yeah.
Right, bright lights, city, people. But after the missiles hit, it's gonna be what? Everything is gonna be on fire. Everything is gonna be devoured. The elements is gonna melt with fervent heat. So it's gonna be total. There's gonna be total destruction after the missiles land.
Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
Yeah, nothing is gonna escape the missile. So you can't build no underground bunker. All right, or you can't. You can't. This is not no fire drill, man. You know, you can't prepare for this. You can't go hide in your basement. You know, with your canned goods. Ain't no where you can go, man. Most nothing's gonna escape. Nothing on this land. Nobody on this land. Nothing on this land is gonna escape that thermonuclear fire. Okay. Only way of escaping that fire out of this land is in them chariots. Right? And that's if you're part of the elect. You're gonna be beamed up. If you're not beamed up by those chariots, that's your ass. You just gonna have to burn in that fire, man. You know? And the Lord keep your spirit in that fire, you know, for a whole hour. The missile's gonna be constantly hitting Babylon. Okay? 200 million warheads.
That's right. That's right.
That was it. I'm back in Isaiah 13. All right?
Okay, yeah, just about that.
All right, go ahead. We got to close up soon, so.
Okay. This is Revelation 9 and 16. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them.
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh yeah, going into those warheads, man. 200 million warheads. ICBM missiles. Okay. All right.
It says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions.
Yeah, the heads of the horses was as the heads of lions, because the lion, the power, the most powerful thing in a lion is the head, is his mouth.
Yep.
The
lion devours.
Yep, and the lion devours, man. Going into the missiles, the warheads. Go ahead.
It says, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone.
Yep. Go ahead, Salaki. Now read it again.
It says, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three was the third part of men killed.
Right, the third part of men killed. All right, because it's there's three parts of men. There's the men of the Lord, okay, the other nations, all right, and the men of the wicked, which is Esau, okay, the so-called white man.
That's right.
All right, and he's going to be killed. He's going to be destroyed. At the end, it's going to be the end of his rulership, man. Okay. Right.
It says, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths, for their power is in their mouth, and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and their heads, and with them they do hurt.
Yep. Those missiles are going to hurt because, you know, those warheads is going to destroy, man. Because America is going to be destroyed in what? Within 1 hour. Showing you how powerful those warheads is going to be, man. All right, because it's coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because the end goal is what? For America to be destroyed and Esau's rulership to be an end.
Right.
All right, to bring it forth a new kingdom. All right, with, you know, beginning with Yahushua, you know, and the Israelites, you know, ruling, man. Okay, so that was it. All right, and then with that, you know, Lord, when it was edified, we're gonna say Shalom. All right, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.